He's widely regarded as the greatest shooter of all time. You all know him. He's played for the most winning team in the history of NBA, the Golden State Warriors. Today we're going to be talking about, yes, himself, Stephen Curry. We're going to be talking a little bit about how he became who he is and what he's done and all of his accomplishments as we get ready for the NBA Finals. With that being said, I want to welcome you to the channel Dreamers Pro. This is Charles here. Let's get into the content. Now, for those of you who don't know, Stephen Curry was actually drafted in 2009 as the 7th overall pick by the Golden State Warriors. Now, his rise to the top hasn't actually been a storybook, because when Stephen Curry actually was first drafted by the Golden State Warriors, he actually had some issues with his ankles, and a lot of people were beginning to wonder, would this guy actually pan out to who they thought he was going to be, because of all of his his injury issues that he had in the past. And a lot of people were actually leery of giving him a major contract, a max deal, because they didn't know that they were going to be able to get the return on their investment. But what actually ended up happening was he actually ended up healing himself, going through all of these different procedures to where his ankles stabilized. And that was really when he started to turn into the Stephen Curry that we all know. Now, the funniest thing is that probably around 2011 or 12, I was actually in Spain, and I remember seeing Stephen Curry with his dad walking through. Now, then he wasn't, actually it was earlier, probably 2009 or so. Then he wasn't who he is now. He was just walking down the road with his dad, and I saw him, and he was really reserved. You wouldn't even know it was him. It's just that I was a fan of basketball, so that's how I was able to pick him out in the crowd, and that's how I knew it was. So it's actually pretty interesting now that we're doing a video on him to remember, Stephen Curry. Now, since that point, he's gone on to do amazing things. Since then, he's gone on to be a 2-time NBA MVP, 3-time NBA champion, and he actually won a scoring title in 2016. And he played on the team that had the most wins back when they, when they went to the finals and unfortunately lost to LeBron James and the Cavaliers. Now, Stephen Curry, what makes him so special, I believe, is because a lot of people see him as somebody that they can relate to. He's not 6'6" or 6'7", 260 pounds that can jump out of the arena. He's like a regular guy, so to speak. He's only 6 foot, he's 6'3". He weighs about 190 pounds, so he's not like this, really buff, masculine, like super buff, behemoth of a basketball player like LeBron James or Shaq or one of these guys. So I think a lot of people around the world, especially kids, feel like they can relate to him. And what ended up happening was Stephen Curry actually revolutionized the game of basketball when he really pioneered the three-point shot. Now, there had been other great three-point shooters before Stephen Curry. We had Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, and so many other great shooters before him. But what Stephen Curry actually did was he just expanded the basketball court, where this guy was shooting pull-up three-pointers from basically half court, and he was getting all net. So what ended up happening was he actually revolutionized basketball, where now when you watch basketball today, it's just a three-point shooting contest. That's why you have teams like the Houston Rockets and even the Milwaukee Bucks and other teams who are very heavily reliant upon the three-point shot. It's because of Stephen Curry. He made he would terrorize defenses because of his range, and what that actually enabled him to do was it allowed them to space the floor even more. And when you have your other splash brother in crime, Klay Thompson, who's another knockdown three-point shooter, probably top 5, one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time on your team, and that's the dude that the defense has to come up off of, because you're pulling up from Timbuktu. It actually made a way for even people like Klay Thompson. And now to think about it, Stephen Curry has another killer on his team in Kevin Durant. But Stephen Curry, I believe, is at the heart and the soul of the success of the Golden State Warriors, and that's why he is a pioneer of basketball, because this guy really revolutionized the game. Just like as you had Allen Iverson, you had Shaq, you had Michael Jordan, you had these game changers. Stephen Curry is one of them, y'all, and he's a really, really great player. So I just thought that we should just highlight him and all of the success that he's had and all of the good things that he's done for basketball. So if you're an NBA fan, hopefully you appreciate this content. If Stephen Curry's not your favorite player, I just suggest you go out there, watch some of his videos, see some of his highlights, and just appreciate great basketball being played by a great NBA player. With that being said, if this is your first time to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you're a Stephen Curry fan, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, and leave a comment below and let us know why you think Stephen Curry is an all-time great. With that being said, this is Charles here. Wish you a great day. Peace.